Welcome back, Football Manager fanatics, to episode 2 of Bourne to Win, a series where I take my local non-league club, Cadbury Athletic, from tier 12 in the English Pyramid all the way to the Premier League. Played a lot of games since you were last here, probably going to finish the first season in this episode as well. 2 big games coming up, one to win the title and the other to win the Midlands League Cup. Let's get into it. Now, unfortunately, since we were last here, we have conceded our first goal of the season. We played a total of 15 games and we scored 57 goals across those games as well. So we conceded our first goals to Alcester Town, a 5-3 victory there. Then Central Ajax and Redditch Borough beat them both 5-1. Coventry Elvis beat them 3-1, and then a couple of clean sheets with a 4-0 against Littleton, a 2-0 against Inkborough. Earlswood Town, 4-1 victory there. Hampton, 3-1. Birmingham United, the game I was going to come back for, but we beat them 4-0. AFC Coventry Rangers, we beat them 8-0. A lot of goals have been scored in this game, but we are back again for Alcester Town, and that is because they're currently in second place, and this is a game where we should be winning the league. Now, as I mentioned, with those run of 15 straight wins, we haven't lost a game this season, we haven't drawn a game. 23 wins in the league, 99 goal difference as well, with 69 points on the board. And if we kind of have a look at the players and how they are playing as well. So Romalo Mitchell, currently the top goal scorer in the league with 25 goals. And Kendra Simmons with 17 goals as well. Average rating, Romalo Mitchell smashing it at this level, 8.27. David Nyarko, 8.13 rating as well. Josh Harrop in third with 7.71. And looking at the assists as well, Romalo Mitchell and Josh Harrop both with 12 assists between them. Player of the matches, David Nyarko with 7, matched with Romalo Mitchell. Clean sheets as well, Robbie Hemfrey with 8 clean sheets across 23 games. Now, we have been kind of rotating our goalkeepers, which is why he hasn't got all those clean sheets to his name. Now, we have had some players leave us as well. Miles Brooks, the only other real-life player to start at the club, has left and joined Horndean. Oni, our right back, as well, has gone to Biggleswade Town with Micah Hyde, Stanway Rovers, and then Dean Pinnington. Another one has gone to Farsley Celtic Juniors. Now, with all our players on amateur contracts, it is going to be a time where we do lose them unnecessarily. We haven't brought anyone in to replace them just yet, but we haven't needed to. Let's get into the game today and let's bring this trophy home. Now, we have got a very settled starting 11 at Cadbury Athletic so far. So we've got Hemfrey in goal. Winstanley, because we lost Oni, has come in at right back. Nege PC and Lennon at centre back with Matty Downing as well. Malone as our anchor, independent midfielder, with Harrop and Mitchell as the inside forwards. Simmons and Nyarko as the attacking midfielders, and Banningham, I'll get his name right sometime, as our striker up front. Although we have kind of been playing Smickle James because he wanted to leave the club, and no offence to this level, we can just put anyone in and them to do quite well, and he's already got 8 goals and 2 assists in the last 16 games. So, you know what, Smickle James, let's get into it. A little bit of transfer news as well. Brown Sterling has got a transfer offer in, and who's it by again? By Corn. So he may be leaving us. He isn't happy at the club at the minute, even though he has also got 10 goals and 3 assists across 15 games. But yeah, there's a lot of good players. No one's replacing Mitchell, and Harrop is doing a fantastic job as well as a left inside forward. So we may be saying goodbye to Sterling, but we'll cross that bridge when it comes to it. So Alcester Town currently in second place. If we win today, we should be lifting the title. And as you can see, all the fans of Alcester Town are very happy that we are here. I've seen like 5 people in the stands. If they're going to see us lift the trophy, there's 3 of them. Are any of them ours? Have we got any? No away fans. But anyway, let's get into it against Alcester Town. We've been scoring goals for fun in this league. And I have been playing it on quite a fast speed as well. So let me drop that back down again. As we can see, 3 shots, 2 on target already in the first 10 minutes. As Downing headers it on to Harrop. Harrop down the left-hand side. I mean, as you can see, we've got 4 players waiting to receive the ball in the middle. Simmons in the middle, loses it out though to Missoum. And it is booted forward by Alcester, but Lennon hits it back down again. Harrop into Smickle James, but Missoum picks it up in the middle and is able to drive through as well. Who's their main striker here? Garmson. First shot. And we have conceded in the first 10 minutes. Now, they did score 3 goals past us when we first played them earlier on in the season. Are they going to spoil our party? I really hope not. Their first shot on target and the first goal of the game as well. We are going to demand more again. We are dominating the stats. Look at that possession, 78%. But Alcester, they've taken their chances as it's come. Maybe Smickle James shouldn't have started this. And there's not been much of a highlight after this, but Hartop is going to set us off again with a goal kick. Harrop into Smickle James, and he's lost out a little bit too easily then. Ram gives it back to Hartop. Wood breaking out from the back into Missoum. Nyoni to Ram. Loses out to Harrop. Nyarko. Smickle James hit it on the right to Mitchell. He has found Mitchell there. Mitchell crosses it in. Ricketts has brought down Nyarko. A little bit of a soft penalty that is. But who is taking it? Simmons. He looks tiny in the match engine. Let's just zoom it in a little bit. And Simmons misses the penalty. He's been in a good richer form so far with 16 goals this season, but that was not a good attempt as Lennon headers it just over the bar. Oh, kind of fear for this one. We conceded our first shot on target. We've missed a penalty. Are they going to score from a free kick? Let's hope not. As King hits it and Hemfrey parries it just wide. We're going to go attacking. We need to get a goal back in this game as well. I want to finish the season undefeated. We've still got another half to go though, Ross, so calm down. So Lennon now from the back gives it to Downing. Downing to Harrop. Inside Lovely to Simmons. Is Smickle James making a run? He is, and not quite sure what that was from Simmons, if I'm being honest. He's on a 6.1. Obviously missing that penalty has clearly affected his confidence as well. Can we give him his own shout? No, we can't. As Nyarko runs down the right, Winstanley gets it and loses out to Missoum. He looks like a bit of a giant in this match engine unless all our players are tiny. But Mitchell gets it into Simmons. What's he going to do? He's hit it from distance. Not too pleased with Simmons in this game so far. Still on a 6.1. Him and Smickle James potentially one to bring off at half time. Speaking of Smickle James, heads it onto Nyarko. He's one-on-one. What is this defender doing? Go on, Nyarko, you've got the pace, and this is very, very disappointing so far. I mean, we've had 16 shots, 5 on target, an XG of 2.13, and we're losing 1-0. Right, let's thrash our arms, get your acts together. As I mentioned, Simmons, you've got to come off. We're going to bring on Baningime and Sterling as well. So we move Harrop into the middle. And then Sterling out onto the left-hand side with Baningime in the middle. I mean, Malone, how have you played? You're fine. Matty James on a 6.4 isn't fantastic. But we don't really have anyone to replace him with on the bench. So we're going to have to go with it for now and hope he improves in the second half here. And we are going to shout demand more straight away as well. Now Matty James with the throw-in. Receives it back from Sterling, crosses it in, and Hartop, way too easy, picks up the ball. Low crosses in the final third, so not quite sure why he's swung the ball in like that, but we have got 5 players waiting up front to receive the ball. So Downing into Harrop. I'll get his first name right one of these days. Engupisi up to Nyarko, but Wood easily cuts it out and gives it to Hartop on the right hand side. All the way up to King. Downing clears it away. Sterling back to Downing, back to Lennon. He's allowed to push forward just a little bit. Gives it to Engupisi. Out to Mitchell on the right hand side. He's been quiet today. He whips it in. Harrop in the middle. Headed away by Ricketts, but Brown Sterling into the box. What has he got for us? Yes, he's got one back. Demalio, Brown Sterling on as a sub. Took 3 minutes to find an impact. We'll drop it back down to positive. I don't really want to get countered by this Alcester team. And Ram is going to start the next highlight. We're just going to turn the replays back on as Ainley hits it up aimlessly to Downing. Engapisi to Mitchell. What's he got? Varela dives in. Nyarko gives it back to Engapisi. If I'm getting his name wrong, please let me know down below. But Romalo Mitchell. Malone. Back to Mitchell. Back to Engapisi. It just wants me to say the names games. Mitchell now on the right hand side, drives into the box. What's he got? Into Nyarko. Harrop couldn't pounce on the rebound, but it has been headed away by Alcester Town. We've got a corner now. There's a lot of highlights in this, so it's going to be a long game as Nyarko heads it in, and it has been headed back out again for another corner. What have we got, Nyarko? Can we do something a little bit different here? Swings it in. Matty Downing, no. Miss him. Heads it away to Garmson. And Winstanley has it at the back. And that's the end of the highlight there. We're going to demand more again. You know what? Let's go attacking. I mean, I feel like even though it's a 1-1, we are being a little bit FM'd here. As Hemfrey just kicks it out to King. Bit of a poor clearance. And Downing's been done by King as well. Fixter on the right-hand side for Alcester. Into Nyoni, out to Varela as Winstanley cuts in. He's given a penalty. Okay, apparently that was a terrible tackle. A penalty's been given, and King, who's been causing us a bit of problems down the right-hand side, has just put it past our goalkeeper. Kyle King with his 7th of the season. I mean, that's got to be one of the softest penalties I've seen given. And our team are not playing very well. Malone, you've not done very well. Elliot Jenks to come in. Jack Gee as well. I mean, Nyarko hasn't performed very well. And we'll give Siddiq his debut as well. He's a player that we brought in on a free since I went through the transfers. But 22 shots, only 6 on target. It's very, very poor from us today. I mean, we've kind of got to go for it here. Very attacking. Normally very attacking. Doesn't do anything on Football Manager. But we've got to hope today that it will now. Lennon. Back to Siddiq. Into Gee. Out to Mitchell. Mitchell down the right. Whips it in. Gee has put it in. Fantastic impact from the substitute there. It's twice now we've done it. Brown, Sterling and Gee. Come on, let's get a third. Let's get a third goal. I want us to go to win every game this season, and there are 4 minutes of time left. Downing to Jenks, back to Downing, into Brown Sterling, cuts inside, Banningham. That's a poor pass by him as Jenks is cut short. Winstanley, it's given to Russell. Russell's hit it from distance, and Hemfrey has calmly just collected it as well. 6 minutes of added time. We've got 5 minutes left to find a winner in this one. Mitchell, what's he got? It's just cleared away like a pinball machine. Out to Downing now, and that's probably going to be the end of play. One more highlight. Can we get a goal? Mitchell now gives it to Banningham. Back to Mitchell. Go on, use your pace here. Use your pace. Into Gee. Gee scored it. He scored it. 3-2, last kick of the game. What a fantastic contribution from the bench for Gee. Brilliant from Mitchell to find him down the right hand side as well. And we have won the Midlands Division 2. Beautiful in our kits as well. That was a little bit of excitement that I wasn't expecting in this game. I thought we was going to steamroll them, but Cadbury Athletic, we do lift the trophy. The Midlands Division 2, we are being promoted as champions. And it's a great day for the fan that attended at Alcester Town. Wonderful stuff. Now, we do have another game to play today, if we can get there, but you know what? Champions, time to celebrate. I need a breather after that one. Now, fantastically from that, we have now turned semi-professional. We were amateur, but it says here, with the club playing in level 10, because we just got promoted, the board have decided to make the step up and move to becoming a semi-professional outfit. In the coming days and weeks, all players and staff are likely to be given part-time contracts. In addition, the Cadbury Athletic board have also increased the amount of staff you're able to hire. Fantastic news. And if we kind of have a look as well, board have given us our initial wage budget as well. Can we see that from where we are? Well, initial wage budget of 1.2k and a transfer budget of 0. So not expecting a lot from that, but yeah, very nice to see. And also, loser brings glory to Cadbury Athletic. The incredible feat of winning the Midlands League Division 2. Wonderful stuff. We're crowned as champions. Now we are still involved in a cup game as well. And we have got Stourport Swifts to play in the Midland Football League Cup. Hopefully we can get past them, get into the final, and that'll be our last game for today. Now we are back for the last game of the season, our League Cup final of the Midlands Football League against Studley. However, we have lost quite a few players going forward. Alex Kovacic, our backup goalkeeper, has left us and gone to Torquay United. Engu Pizzi, I won't have to worry about saying his name anymore. He's gone to Dorking. Ross Adams, Roy Burton have come in for him. Our backup centre-back, Miles Sona, has gone to Kettering. Thomas Horsewood, backup striker, has gone to AFC Porchester. And Divine Banningimi, I don't have to worry about his name as well. He's gone to Ashton United. So this will be how our team faces against Studley today. Hemfrey in goal. Winstanley with Tom Thorpe, Harry Lennon and Matty Downing at the back. Malone as our anchor. To be fair though, Elliot Jenks wants more football and he's potentially going to leave us, so we'll bring him in. Harrop, Gee, Nyarko and Mitchell all behind Simmons. Can we lift another trophy? I mean, late minute drama to lift the trophy already in this episode. Is this going to be a little bit more comfortable against Studley? Let's find out. But as we can see, recent run of form, 5 straight wins as we have been playing. Studley, a bit sketchier with their form, but are there going to be more players, more fans I should say, in the stands? We'll have to find out, but we're going to demand more straight away as always, and a highlight within 3 minutes and 30 seconds as Hemfrey gives it to Lennon. He's allowed just to wander up the pitch, gives it to Downing, hits it over the top for Gee, but Manton heads it clear. Yelagon to Martin, back to Yelagon. Now it's going to be quite an interesting kind of transfer window coming up, because even though we are semi-professional, well, there's Nyarko first of all. What can he do? Don't shoot it, pass it along, pass it along. Gives it to Winstanley. Gone down in the box, it looks a little bit soft. I'll continue my thought after this penalty has been taken, but a little bit soft that is. Who's taking it? It is Kendra Simmons for the League Cup final. And he's missed again. That's 2 penalties he's missed in this episode. Get him off the penalties. He's down to a 6.2 rating. Not fantastic. But as I was saying, so the transfer window is going to be a little bit different because we are now semi-professional. It's just trying to get the right players for the right amount of money as well. And we can offer part-time contracts, so hopefully that will kick in at the end of the season. Ideally, I want to keep a hold of Romalio Mitchell, but he's asking for £3,500 appearance fee, as he has just cannoned it off the post. He's a player that we need to build around, but whether we can afford him, that is another question. And I've got to be questioning our team's performances. They seem to be camera shy at the minute. We've absolutely smashed it with the goals, but yeah, with Kendra Simmons missing penalties left, right and centre, it's not what we want. But Mitchell runs into the box and he's hit it off the crossbar. Out for a goal kick. We've hit the post twice already in this half. I do kind of wonder how we are going to play against the higher division teams as well. Are they going to cause us much trouble? I hope not, but we'll have to find out. As Mitchell gets it on the right hand side, cuts inside, gives it to Harrop. Gee outside to Matty Downing, whip that in Downing, low cross, whip it in, he's gone high, and Mitchell's headed it in for his 34th goal of the season. A fantastic season for him. This is why we need to keep this guy going forward. 28th minute, we are 1-0 ahead. And we have dominated the stats. Looking at it as well. To be fair, this whole season, we've dominated the whole season going forward. Jenks, Simmons, into Nyarko. He's had a fantastic season for us, and he gets his 24th goal of the season. There's been some goals scored, and I'll have to show you the table afterwards as well. It's been a demolition from our team this season here. 8 shots, 4 on target, an XG of 1.7. Into the 37th minute now. Yellow gone, back to Astor, into Rose. Mitchell heads it clear. Thorpe helps it on. Beaumont into Astor. Too many people over on the left-hand side, and that's a fantastic goal that is by Hampus Astor. 17-year-old Swedish guy on loan from Grantham. 16 determination. You know what? Add him to our shortlist, because that was a fantastic goal that was. We are going to demand more. Studley have pipped us back. Only their second shot on target. They've got an XG of 0.1 as well, so to concede that, it's not fantastic, as Akbas runs down the right but loses to Harrop. Gee now bursting forward from the centre of midfield up to the left hand wing, cuts inside, whips it right to Mitchell. What's Mitchell going to do? He's going to put it in. He does put it in, and it's an own goal by Beaumont. 3-1. I was a little bit worried that we might kind of have to take a penalty then, with the way that Simmons has been striking him. Yeah, we need to take him off for next season if Simmons is still around. Our heat map there. We've been all over the pitch. Absolutely all over the pitch. We're going to pump the fist for the second half. We're halfway there. Let's get another trophy. Now, I'm not quite sure how the leagues progress this lower down. Like, will I be in this cup next season? Will we have to defend it? We'll have to find out, as Guy gives it to Harrop. Harrop into Nyarko. Lovely ball into Harrop. Back to Jenks. Out to Downing. This is lovely stuff. We've got 7 players waiting for the ball. Harrop into the box. And Guy taps it in. 4-1 Cadbury Athletic. Studley, they've rolled over for us here. 15 shots. 6 on target. 0.29 XG. Or 2.9 XG. We've been all over them. As Beaumont gives it back to Brackenbury. Long boot upfield. Martin loses out to Downing. Guy into Nyarko. Out to Mitchell. You're going to hit that, Mitchell? He is going to hit it, and it's off the crossbar again. The team's playing well. Simmons has dragged himself up to a 6.9 from the early penalty miss. As Rose chases us down the left-hand side. Winstanley's there, but Martins is on his own in the middle, but we've forced them back into left-hand position with Astor. Cracking goal Astor scored. Martin into Manton. Now it's kind of 3-on-4 here, and he's been given the time and space, and he's hit the crossbar now, as Lennon helps it out to the left-hand wing. Now Jenks on a 6.6, Thorpe's on a 6.6, and Kendra Simmons is on a 6.8. We're going to demand more, and then we're going to get some substitutes into this game as well. So Thorpe into Winstanley. Lovely ball to Mitchell. Nice little 1-2 on the right-hand side. Winstanley back to Thorpe. I mean, it's slow, measured play here. Lovely ball to Mitchell. Cuts inside, gives it to Simmons. He's got to score this. He does score this. I was about to take him off, but we'll keep him on now because he scored the goal. Jenks, he will be coming off for Daniel Malone. You know what, Billy Brooks, we'll bring you in for Nyarko as well. You know what, Simmons, we will bring you off. We'll bring on Simcoe James as well. And he was offside by the looks of it, so even more so. Get off the pitch. Corner whipped in. Back to Brooks. Gives it to Harrop. Will he drive inside? No. Gives it to Downing. And Downing's shot just goes over the bar. I thought I was meant to have kind of replays on here. I am, but replay events was not selected. These episodes may be a little bit longer with replays on for goals, if we're being honest. But Beaumont cuts it out, gives it to Price. Lennon's lost out to Martins here. Martins has got the pace. Lennon's bursting up. And Romario Martin has got the goal back from St. Kitts and Knives. I mean, he's got 11 goals this season. He's had a good season for Studley. Brought it back to 4-2. Lennon, yeah, he was just caught in a one-on-one situation. and Martins had the pace to get past him. We're going to demand more again. And I don't think there's much I can do at the back here. Maybe bring off Tom Thorpe. I mean, we've got 10 seconds to go. 10 minutes to go even. And to be honest, made all the subs. So you must only be allowed 3 subs in the Midlands League Cup. Now, long kind of wasted ball up there as Jude picks it up at centre-back. Gives it to Akbas, into Manton. Matty Downing going to get that? No, Yellowgon's going to get it. And Bryce has used his pace to get past Lennon. And fortunately for ourselves, he's hit it just over the bar. I mean, Lennon's having a tough time today. A 6.5 rating. To be fair, other than the goal scorers, it's not been a fantastic defensive performance from our team here. But we have lost our first choice centre-back. So it's going to be a little bit difficult. Winstanley now on the right hand side into Malone. And a lot of space in here for Malone to roam into. Mitchell, however, on the right hand side. Lovely lifted ball across the Harrop into Guy, but lost out to Manton. Yellowgon onto Price. I mean, it looks like they're kind of sitting up against our back two here, knowing that they've got the beating of Lennon. But Malone now inside again. He's got all this space in the middle here. Brooks out to Mitchell. Is he going to find Simcoe James? No, he's going to go on his own. Hit that, hit that, hit that. Oh, nearly a fantastic goal by Romalo Mitchell. And he's having a good game today, an 8.3, but so is Harrop and Guy as well. As Harrop's going to whip this in. Guy in the middle, headed away. Price clears it on. That's going to be the end of the highlight, surely. It is the end of the highlight. And is that the end of the game? It looks like we have another trophy for ourselves this season. Who's this guy here? He's absolutely tiny. That's Winstanley. Look at number 4 compared to number 2. Absolute giant. But the Midland Football League Cup has been won by Cadbury Athletic. We've won the Midland Division 2 title as well. A wonderful season. That's a nice little trophy as well. And the fireworks, a bit more impressive than when we won the League Cup. Not sure how many people actually attended this trophy win, but a nice double to end off the season. And sad to say, we have just lost Robbie Hemfrey. He's gone to Ebbsfleet and he's valued at 130,000 to 425,000. He's on £650 a week. Fair play. He played for us for free. It's going to be big boots to fill in goal. Now, before we leave, a quick view of our team currently. We have no goalkeepers. Yeah, there's a lot of players to replace here. Up front, we seem to be doing quite well. Romalo Mitchell is shown as a leader. Josh Harrop, as well as Kendra Simmons. Yeah, but our defensive work needs a lot of improvement. And now, just a roundup of the league. We played 30 games. We won 30 games. A goal difference of 119. 90 points on the board as well. Looking at the player stats, Romalo Mitchell with 30 goals in the league, Kendra Simmons with 22. We dominated the average ratings with Mitchell, Nyarko and Simmons as well. Romalo Mitchell 17 assists with Josh Harrop getting 13. Mitchell with 12 player of the matches, Nyarko with 7 and Robbie Hemfrey topping the goal scoring clean sheet chart as well. Now, it was a perfect season for Cadbury Athletic. Averaging 3 points a game because we won every single game we played. Most goals, we scored 135 across the season. 11 of these coming from corners as well. Most shots for, we had 715. Few shots against, only 214 across 30 games. Best pass completion, 86% there. Most possession as well, an average of 58% possession. Probably should have been more, but yeah, we can't be too greedy. Most dribbles made, 390 across the season. We had 17 clean sheets and we conceded 16 goals across 30 games. So looking to season 2, a £0 transfer budget and a wage budget of £1,245. Let's see how we get on. Now, if you have enjoyed this video, let me know down below. Hit the like button and subscribe. And there's some other videos over here as well. Enjoy.